The knavery of slavery. Legal aspects. Slaves have been privately held by people as well as owned by the state. In pre-modern Korea, for instance, the Kisaeng were low-rank women who were owned by the state and employed by the Hojang, or government officials, to entertain the nobility. North Korea's Gapamjo, or pleasure brigades, are composed of women chosen from the general populace to perform as performers and as concubines for the country's leaders in the 2020s. In its many forms, including corvée, mita, and repartimiento, tribute labor refers to state-mandated labor. The work provided in the internment camps of totalitarian governments like the Soviet Union and the Nazis became increasingly valued, and historians began to refer to such systems as slavery. One of these is the encomienda, in which the Spanish crown gave private citizens the right to use a certain number of locals' labor for free in a particular area. Labor was expected as a levy in the red rubber system of the Congo Free State and French-ruled Ubangisheri. Private enterprises were granted territories where they could utilize whatever method to boost rubber production. In the southern United States, it was usual for the state to lease prisoners to businesses in exchange for their free labor. Slaves occasionally had a restricted range of legal rights, depending on the time period and the nation. For instance, a 1686 law in the province of New York made it illegal for anybody to intentionally murder slaves. Additionally, as was previously indicated, the Nobi in Korea, slaves in various African communities, and black female slaves in the French province of Louisiana all had certain legal rights. Providing legal rights to slaves has occasionally been motivated by self-interest as well as morality. For instance, in ancient Athens, granting slaves limited property rights encouraged them to work harder in order to acquire more property, while also safeguarding slaves against abuse protected those who might be mistaken for slaves. Before slavery was abolished in the southern United States in 1865, a legal treatise supporting slavery stated that although slaves accused of crimes generally had the right to counsel, protection from double jeopardy, a right to a jury trial in more serious cases, and the right to a grand jury indictment, they were denied many other rights, including the ability to govern their own lives like white adults.